Hey everyone, it's been a while from AFS in the Americas again. Just got a fun little package in the mail today, so wanted to take the time to go over some of our in the Dockstar Wake Tow world and go over them in details. All right, so in this beautiful little box, fresh from the factory in France, we have the Dockstar. The Dockstar is quite unique in that it's all carbon. It's made at the factory in France, which definitely you know adds well we can just get a little more trade with the carbon layout. We just have tighter manufacturing tolerances that we can control there on site that allow us to really get a little more creative with the graphics, with the dimensions. I mean, wow, this thing, I've seen photos and videos of it, but I hadn't seen one in person. And geez, that's a tiny little board. Not sure you guys can see in the sun the glistening of the nice little glitter here over the carbon, but this thing, wow. I'm discovering it myself. This is the first one I've seen in person. Super cool little, as the name implies, great little dock start board. Pretty light, just enough space for both your feet. So when you land on the board, you know you're going to be in a good spot. No inserts, grippy pad though, and just a little slice of frac, where there's a need to move it around all that much. Harder fiber, so it's going to be super responsive. You got a little more feedback, a friggin' chance to get on it and get a feel for just how responsive it is. I think, the folks looking for that tiny little wake surf board or wakefoil board, sorry, this could be a good option. We'll give it a shot tomorrow, see how it feels, and yeah, bring you guys some feedback after we've got a chance to get it wet. Staying in the line of dock starting, the skate, it's been out for a little bit now, but definitely seeing a resurgence in its popularity. We got some inserts here, so for the kitefoilers out there, this could be an interesting kitefoil board. This one is fiberglass, so you're not going to have necessarily the same stiffness as you would with carbon, but due to unique construction features like this channel here, that adds a lot of stiffness. A lot of people don't realize that when you start adding angles like this to a board, to a shape, it adds a lot of stiffness. So we're able to hit a really good price point with this board, which is really interesting, and really allow people to get into this board very easily and at a great value. So again, the skate, definitely a little heavier than the Dockstar, but just a much more user-friendly price point. Going from there, some of my recent Dockstar videos that you may have seen on our YouTube are actually on the Pulse. On the Pulse is our new wake coil board. A 4 feet deep, 4 feet long, a little over 19 inches wide. About 20 liters of volume. Really stoked on this a lot. It's maybe a little heavier than a lot of other carbon options out there, but that's partially due to all of the insert optionality. You could be offset with your straps, you'd be centered, just a lot of options there. A lot of space for your feet, it might look a little wide in the tail, but again, being offset and allowing you to really get maximum angles on the foil. Carbon construction, not made in France, made at our other factory in Tunisia, but still very stiff construction. Did a nice little glitter layup on it as well. We also made it very user friendly. So a lot of wakefoil boards historically have been in this more minimalist trend, but we noticed as we were teaching people, part of the problem with the minimalist boards is that folks that the foil cleans before the board, and so folks tend to just get fucked off. So with this one, we added a little more volume in the nose here, allowing someone, newer or learning, or if you're in tricky conditions, to be honest, and you're going behind a jet ski or something, you can really put pressure on your front foot, and the board was still playing. The other part that's going to make the board playing really well is got a slight double concave here in the hole. So that's going to make it really smooth. That's probably the number one feedback we get from folks is like, oh, wow, the getting to foil was really smooth, really easy. So that was what we focused on here. Sharpened the rail in the back for a quick release, and we just tightened it up a little bit, shape-wise to minimize the catches on the wake. But that's pretty much the lineup. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing y'all out there.